Hey guys, you are welcome back again to my channel. Today is such a beautiful day and I'm so grateful it's a bit sunny outside. But then I'm just gonna jump right into our discussion for today. Okay, so I want to talk about how to relocate and what to expect. What is the best way to relocate? People tell you how to relocate, and they only tell you how to relocate and don't not tell you how to sustain, how to stay, and what to expect. But I'm just gonna spill in the tea, so sit back, relax, and enjoy every bit of today's discussion. Now, first of all, what country is on your mind? You take a list and write. If it is Canada, write it. What are the best way for, a family of 5 or a family of 4 or a single or just a couple to travel? Canada immigration have this thing called, you can literally just apply and migrate as a foreigner. You can migrate. You can even do it at the comfort of your apply, show them that you're working. First off, before you relocate or thinking of relocating, try to have worked in Nigeria or in your home country for at least 3 years, so it will not be as if you were just sitting down. And in terms of relocation, have something doing, because the process can be really long. Now, you had just 10 minutes video of me telling you how I got refused by Canada, Australia, and finally gotten into the UK and then to Europe. You heard all that in 10 minutes, but it took years. The processing time to wait, applying to schools and waiting for their responses all take time. It was not just one day thing, it was not 1 month, it was not 1 year. All those stories that was in was in 10 minutes. So have something doing. You can apply for a school that can literally take 6 months to answer. Some will take 3 months, and if you're lucky, some will take 1 week, 1 month, thereabout. It can be, it all depends on the process or the time. And again, try to choose schools that is not everybody's choice. If you're going to Canada, avoid Toronto, avoid Vancouver. All those places people are wanting to go there. You can look for little place like places that are not that are not popular, that people really do not know. So you can look for a school there. You can easily get admission and also easily get your documents ready to go, because they see that, okay, he's not going to the big city, you are going to a place that the kind of remote, it is easy to get in. Now, I know of UK, that if you want to relocate to the UK, it is now very simple. All you have to do, if you want to do like a nursing program or caregiving, you can look for a company who does, go for online training that is for 1 month. And after that, you write the exam, which I know you will pass. Then you get a sponsorship letter from your agent, somebody from the UK, to say, okay, I'm going to sponsor you. And voila, you have it. And after that, you supply a financial statement, a little bit of tie, and show that you can take care of yourself for the first 3 months, which is very important. So no matter where you are traveling to, it's always important not to go to the big cities. You cannot say, I am going to the Netherlands, and you're thinking of what is the capital? Okay, if I remember, and you're going to the capital, you pick places like Breda, or even Breda is also a big city, but there are other little cities, and you can get into school there, and everything will go fine for you, instead of going for a big city. Next, you can also relocate by family. This is academical. I just talked about the academical aspect. Now, a family can invite you. Now, disclaimer, I can decide to invite a family member, but I am not responsible in giving them documents. It is the government. So what you expect is that, okay, my sister is going to invite me, but I'm not going to give you the document. It is the government. So except I now put in and say, this is my brother, my sister, yale, 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 give them all kind of news, which will be investigated. I even heard there's this person in my church that he's a pastor in my church, and he invited his mom, and they turned the mom back and said they are not sure they gave birth. He's his mother. You know, they say in their words, we are not sure she's the one that gave birth to you. So it is tricky even inviting, but I would prefer get a steady job, have your financial situation going. It is not easy, but I mean, if you want to travel, those are the sacrifice. Start saving. And for those making applications, when you now apply, this is one of the reasons why they refuse your visas at the last minute. You have all your documents situated, all your documents, you think they are intact, and then you look for uncle, brother, sister to put in money in their account, and after 2 weeks, because you think you've printed statement, you now get them to remove it. Immediately you remove that money. How about if they have not checked their account? Now they check their account and say, oh, it's empty. The account, what this person gave to us is like there is a big money in the account, and afterwards there's no money. But you have to leave the money until your visa is out and it's positive. So that is one immigration mistake a lot of people make. Now the last point, these are facts. I mean, things I know. I'm not going to tell you things I do not know. And now the last way to relocate is, like I said before, some people come in through the other ways. Always, you can just immediately you come into a country, the first thing you do is, no matter how you came in the country, no matter how you were able to manage to relocate, the first thing to do is to make inquiries. How am I going to get my stay? How am I going to get me to stay? In all those things I'm saying, try to speak to your agent, and try to speak to a genuine agent, which at the end of the day, so they do not pull fake documents and they refuse it and ban you from that country. Because sometimes if you decide to go to the UK, okay, I'm going for a visit, if you have a job, literally, you have a good paying job, or not so good paying job, but you have a consistent job that you've been working in for 4 years, 5 years, 2, 3 years, and you decide to apply for a visit to the UK, meaning you must have saved enough money. Now, some people who relocate go to countries like the UK and stay there for 1 month, because the first visa they give you is 6 months. Now you go back to Nigeria, you go and visit again. When your visa expires, you keep visiting. I know it's not easy, you want to relocate, but all these are ways you can do it. Because at the end of the day, if you come into a country illegally, you will have to go through a process, and that process will take you longer. You might not be able to, will not be able to work. You will not be able to do anything. It's like you cannot even have a bank account. Now, these days, you need to even have a valid document for you to be able to get a SIM. Like, this SIM is like a line. If you want to get a country, I said somebody help you to get the line. So it is much more harder to stay in a country now, especially if you're not legal. So it is very important you weigh out your options before going. Find out about the country you are planning to go to. I mean, literally find out. I know you might say, yeah, Messi went to the UK and got a visa and da. There is a story behind every story. I cannot come on here and just tell you, oh, this is the story. It is a very long story, you know. So you cannot say because Messi did it this way, I am going to do it this way. You need to be about what you want. Now, what do I expect if I relocate? Now, listen, this is the most important of all this relocation thing. You will relocate, but what do you expect? This is where I'm going to be spilling some secrets. Number one, lower your expectations. You see, every expectations you have, lower them. Yes, when I just get into this country, I'm just going to start working. I'm just going to start sending money home. I'm just going to relax. It is not a bed of roses. You have to work your ass off before you can. It is a long drive. I mean, it's a marathon. So coming into a country, your head is already, so lower your expectations so you do not fall into depression. Do you know why a lot of people go to train station to try to commit suicide? Because nobody alerted them and say lower your expectations. So now I'm telling you, trying to relocate, lower your expectations. Then number two, have faith and be positive. Now, positivity does not mean you should hide your expectation. There, of course, a lot of people will tell you this cannot be achieved. For me, people has ever told me, you think you can just come and just do this and just do this. Well, I am a very positive thinker, and I will look into your eyes and tell you, if everybody did not make it, me, Messi, must have to make it. So that is me being positive. It is not big. That is me being positive. And the reality is that you just have to be positive, because that's the only way you will live day to day. There are a lot of temptations, but just be positive and lower your expectations. Be positive. Then next, join a community that will help you. You know, you can join a church community, any community that can help you. When you get into any country, I do not care what country it is, they must be community. It might be the white community, it might be the black community, but I will advise you to join the white community. They will assist you, especially if you are constant. It's not like every Sunday you're not coming, or you're coming to church once every day. You know, it might be a community of just old people and you're just the only black. I thought I was the only black in my church, but then we were 4 blacks in my church, and it's a big congregation. But then it is a community that helps you. You can go to them, and if you're going through stress, talk to them. They are more experienced, because they have seen they have seen those cases before in the past. Let's say you get into I don't know, a place, especially if you do not have family members. You know, I've made it clear before that I do not have no brother, sister, uncle, auntie, sister, siblings, ancestors where I am. So I have to join a community. This community helps me get, you have no idea. There were times where you will go through a whole lot. You just feel like giving up. You just cry to them and they will help you, no matter how difficult the situation is. So no matter the country you are relocating to, try to get to join a community. It might be a church, it might be just a community. Try to join a community, and you can find that by talking to people. You can also read this daily there's this thing they put on the mailbox, like a newspaper. You can see that in the newspaper and everything. Then next, increase your prayer life. As in, let me leave that for the last number. Then next, people won't be fair to you. Now, first of all, people will never be fair to you in a normal life, not to talk of abroad. Nobody will be fair to you except there are genuine people who just really like you and feel that, okay, I really want to help this person. Do not take it personal, because they too went through, they too has gone, they too, oh my goodness, English, they too has gone through a process. So when they speak from a place of, oh, you have no idea where you just came to, you have no idea. So you just relax. It's not personal. People will not be fair to you. I mean, they will mislead you. There is no even point of having a friend in the first place. Have allies. Oh my goodness, mercy. Have like, I would rather have people that have been here or citizen of a particular country as my friend. They will advise me the best way to do it, you know. So people will not be fair to you, but do not take it personal. Do not take it personal, because they have their reasons. It is not easy. If someone give you a cup of water, do you know how much a bill costs for water, like a water bill? Do you know how much it costs a month? So if someone is not being fair to you, which obviously nobody can be fair to people they do not know, especially when they know that they might not be able to get anything back from you, don't take it personal, because it's quite difficult. It's a lot, you know. It's a lot. I remember someone dashed me money, like 30 euros, a female. And I'm like, I called my best friend. I'm like, guess what? Someone just dashed me money. Nobody has dashed me money in the longest time. I was sincerely, I was very appreciative of her. It was like, what? So yes, people won't be fair to you. Do not expect it, and do not take it personal. Just say, okay, it's one of those things. Okay, I'm gonna learn more, you know. Then number next, explain to your family that money does not fall from trees, so that they will not mount pressure on you. If not, they will push you into, you do not blame girls that do crazy stuff. You have no idea the pressure family puts on them, because they did not explain to their family members that, you know what, give me time to put my stuff together, and after that I will be able to settle you guys. No, but when you do not explain to them that money does not grow from tree, they just feel okay. They walk on the street and they see money, which you and I know it's not possible. It is not possible. Then number next, which actually is going to be the last path, increase your prayer life. Pray that God show you favor and mercy, connect you to people. Now, I might not be able to emphasize prayer enough. My whole life is just favor. So if you are planning or thinking of traveling abroad, the first thing is to increase your prayer life. Let God connect you to people that can help you, because at the end of the day, there is no man is an island. You need people, good people that will be able to help you, because the biggest mistake you make is to think that I can do it all alone. No, auntie, uncle, you cannot do it all alone. You need people. Just recently, I've been here for quite a while. Just recently, I needed something and I did not know where to get it. Like, I did not know. I had to call my friend Mariska. I'm like, babe, what's up? I need to get XYZ sorted out. And she was like, oh, I'm sending you a link. And she just sent me a link. So you need to connect to, pray that God gives you somebody that can help you attain your dreams. I'm not trying to, how did they call it, threaten you or make you be afraid. But you see, these prayers, my life is prayers. My whole life, forget this fine face and sometimes I do crazy stuff. My whole life is prayers. I pray morning, afternoon, night. You just have to pray for favor, because You will need it. Favor is something you will need. I hope you understand. So thank you for staying tuned. I have given my bit of immigration, whatever. If there's anything, questions, or if you want me to elaborate on any topic, please put it down below. I think I've given all I know. Try, like I made some points, try to know the country very well, join community. People will not treat you fairly, but do not take it personal, because it's not easy. It's all part of the process. Pray that God show you favor, which is one of the most important. Now, getting out of Nigeria, every advice your mom has ever told you, here is where it actually works. Because when they say be careful of friends, it is here. Here there are no friends. I must be sincere, there are no friends. You might think this is your friend, and the next time, I am blessed to have some certain people in my life, but not everybody might be that lucky to find XYZ. So it's like your trust level just keep going down. And if you're not somebody, my last point before I say goodbye, my last point is, if you're not somebody that can stay alone, please learn. If not, that's how you get into trouble. In order not to get into trouble, stay with one friend, mind your business, and join community. It's better you have old people who can help you through the hard time than to have friends that you party, all that. You can do all that on your own. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back with more videos next time. Have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Ciao.